the stillness of dawn, when the world is wrapped in a gentle silence, there lies an extraordinary opportunity to connect with the divine. A morning prayer that covers you with God's light, peace, and protection serves as a powerful reminder of the blessings that await us each day. This prayer is more than mere words. It is an invocation of God's presence, illuminating our hearts and minds with His light, granting us the peace that surpasses all understanding, and enveloping us in His protection as we step into the unknown. The significance of morning prayers is deeply rooted in biblical traditions. Throughout Scripture, we find countless examples of individuals who sought God in the early hours, laying their burdens before Him and seeking His guidance. In Psalm 5:3, David writes, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." This verse encapsulates the essence of morning prayer as an act of faith and anticipation. By starting the day with a heartfelt prayer, we acknowledge our reliance on God's light to guide our path. Imagine waking up to the soft glow of dawn, a metaphor for the divine light that God offers us each day. This light is not merely a physical phenomenon. It represents His presence illuminating the shadows of doubt and fear. Just as the sun rises, casting away the darkness of night, so too does God's light dispel the anxieties that often cloud our minds. Through prayer, we invite this light into our lives, transforming our mornings into sacred moments of communion with the Creator. Consider the story of Moses, who, after receiving the commandments from God, descended from Mount Sinai with his face shining radiantly. This was not just a physical manifestation of God's glory. It was a reflection of the deep connection he had cultivated through prayer and obedience. In our own lives, we may not physically shine, but through our morning prayers, we can radiate God's peace and light to those around us. When we begin our day enveloped in prayer, we become vessels of His love, ready to share His light with the world. Moreover, the act of invoking God's peace in our morning prayers is vital. Peace is not merely the absence of turmoil. It is the presence of God in our hearts, calming the storms that rage within. Philippians 4:6-7 encourages us, saying, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This peace is a divine gift, one that we can access each morning through prayer, allowing it to guard our hearts against the worries of the day ahead. Gratitude plays a crucial role in our morning prayers as well. When we express our thankfulness for the blessings we have, we shift our focus from our problems to God's faithfulness. This shift in perspective opens our hearts to receive His light and peace more fully. As we reflect on the many gifts bestowed upon us, our health, our loved ones, the beauty of creation, we cultivate a spirit of appreciation that enriches our prayers. This attitude of gratitude forms a protective barrier around our hearts, empowering us to face whatever challenges may arise throughout the day. The story of Job exemplifies the power of maintaining faith and gratitude amidst trials. Despite losing everything he held dear, Job remained steadfast in his trust in God. His morning prayers were not filled with complaints, but rather with a yearning for understanding and connection with the Almighty. Ultimately, Job's faith was rewarded, and he experienced restoration and blessings far beyond what he had lost. This narrative serves as a testament to the transformative power of prayer in our lives, particularly when we approach God with a heart full of gratitude and a desire for His light. As we navigate life's journey, we must remember that God is our protector. Psalm 91:1-2 beautifully expresses this truth. Whoever dwells in the secret place of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. In our morning prayers, we can invoke this promise, seeking refuge in His presence. When we acknowledge God as our protector, we find solace in knowing that we are never alone. His light guides us, His peace surrounds us, and His protection upholds us through every trial we may face. In today's fast-paced world, it can be easy to overlook the significance of starting our day with prayer. Yet, this simple act has the potential to reshape our entire perspective. As we invite God's light into our lives, we cultivate a sense of hope and strength that empowers us to embrace each day with courage and faith. This morning prayer is not just a routine, it is an essential practice that centers our hearts and minds, reminding us of our purpose and the divine guidance available to us. In these moments of prayer, we are not merely asking for blessings, we are surrendering ourselves to God's will, allowing His light, peace, and protection to envelop us. As we embark on this new day, let us remember that we are covered by His love and grace. The morning prayer that we offer is an affirmation of our faith, a declaration that we trust in His divine plan, and a reminder that His light will shine brightly upon us, illuminating our paths and guiding us toward peace. May we embrace this sacred time each morning, allowing it to transform our hearts and our lives as we step boldly into the day ahead, enveloped in the warmth of God's presence. As the sun rises and fills the sky with its warm hues, we are reminded of the new beginnings that each morning brings. In this sacred time, we not only seek God's light, peace, and protection, but also embrace the power of praise that can transform our very outlook on life. When we approach our morning prayer with gratitude, we create an atmosphere that invites divine intervention. It is in this space of worship that our hearts align with God's will, and we find strength to face the day ahead. Consider the simple yet profound act of expressing gratitude. When we wake each morning, we have a choice. We can let worries crowd our minds, or we can choose to thank God for the gift of another day. As we shift our focus from what we lack to the abundance that surrounds us, we invite God's light to illuminate our path. This light pierces through the shadows of doubt and despair, reminding us that we are never alone. Even in the darkest moments, we can trust that God's protection surrounds us, guiding us toward peace. In our morning prayers, we can affirm our faith in God's promises. Each affirmation acts as a beacon of light, drawing us closer to the divine. For instance, we can say, "Lord, I trust that your light will lead me through today's challenges." This simple declaration reinforces our belief in His unwavering support. As we affirm God's presence in our lives, we cultivate a sense of security that shields us from anxiety. The peace that follows is not merely the absence of conflict, it is a profound assurance that God is in control. Furthermore, reflecting on God as our Redeemer allows us to see the beauty in our struggles. Every challenge we face can be viewed through the lens of purpose. When we acknowledge that God can turn our pain into testimony, we empower ourselves to embrace the day with a renewed spirit. In our morning prayer, we might say, "Lord, I know that you are working all things for my good. Help me to see the light in my trials." This perspective not only brings peace but also fosters resilience, reminding us that the dawn of a new day carries with it the promise of hope. Incorporating specific blessings into our morning ritual can further deepen our connection with God's light and protection. For instance, We can bless our families, friends, and even our workplaces, asking for God's presence to surround them. A prayer might include, "May your light shine upon my loved ones, guiding them through their challenges and filling their hearts with peace." By extending our prayers beyond ourselves, we create a network of divine light that envelops those we care about, enhancing our collective well-being. Moreover, as we navigate through the complexities of daily life, it is essential to remember that God's protection is not merely a shield against harm, it is also a source of empowerment. When we recognize that we are equipped with divine strength, we can approach our tasks with confidence. A morning affirmation could be, "With God's light guiding me, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." This acknowledgement fosters a mindset of courage and determination, enabling us to act with grace and purpose throughout the day. It is also crucial to create a sanctuary for our morning prayer. This can be a physical space where we feel safe and connected, be it a corner of our home, a garden, or a quiet spot by a window. In this sacred space, we can light a candle or place an inspiring object that symbolizes God's presence, reinforcing our intention to invite His light into our hearts. The act of creating a dedicated space can transform our prayer time into a meaningful ritual, allowing us to fully engage with God's peace and protection. As we cultivate this practice, we may find that our mornings become a powerful launching pad for the rest of the day. Instead of rushing into our responsibilities with a sense of dread, we can step forward with an attitude of expectancy. Each day is an opportunity to experience God's light in new and unexpected ways. A simple prayer such as, "Lord, open my eyes to see your blessings today," can prompt us to look for moments of grace and beauty, even amidst challenges. The essence of our morning prayer is not solely about seeking what we want. It is about aligning our hearts with God's will. As we pray, we should invite His peace to fill our hearts, allowing it to wash away any lingering fears. This peace is often described as surpassing all understanding, a divine tranquility that guards our hearts and minds. By affirming this peace, we set the tone for a day filled with hope, clarity, and purpose. In moments of uncertainty, we can remind ourselves that God's protection is a constant, a light that never dims. The world may seem chaotic, but within our hearts we can hold on to the promise that God is with us. A prayer like, "Lord, I trust in your protection today and always," serves as a reminder that we are enveloped in divine love no matter what comes our way. This assurance fosters peace that radiates not only within us but also to those around us. As we conclude our morning prayer, let us reaffirm our commitment to walk in God's light, embracing the peace and protection He offers. Each morning, as we lift our voices in gratitude and worship, we are not just asking for help. We are expressing our faith in a loving Creator who desires to guide us with His light. In doing so, we become vessels of His peace, reflecting His love into a world that so desperately needs it. The morning prayer that covers us with God's light, peace, and protection is not merely a ritual. It is a profound act of faith. It reminds us that every day is a gift, filled with the potential for joy, growth, and transformation. As we rise each morning, may we embrace this sacred time, allowing God's light to shine brightly upon us and lead us toward the fullness of life He promises. As we embrace the day ahead, integrating prayer into our morning routine serves as a vital practice that envelops us in God's light, peace, and protection. To truly harness the power of this morning prayer, we can take concrete steps that transform our experience from a passive ritual into an active engagement with the divine. First, start your day with intentionality. As soon as you awaken, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and center yourself. This initial stillness is crucial. It sets the tone for your entire day and allows you to invite God's presence into your morning. In this moment, recite a simple invocation, such as, "Lord, as I begin this day, I ask for your light to guide my steps, your peace to fill my heart, and your protection to surround me." This brief yet powerful prayer aligns your spirit with the divine and opens your heart to receive the blessings that await you. Next, create a space for gratitude. Find a quiet corner in your home where you can reflect on the good in your life. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are thankful for each morning. This practice cultivates a mindset of appreciation that counters stress and worry. When you recognize the blessings that God has already provided, you reinforce your trust in Him. Remember, gratitude is not merely a response to good times. It is a choice that invites God's light into the shadows of our lives. Reflecting on gratitude can transform your perspective, reminding you that even in challenging situations, God's hand is at work. Incorporating affirmations into your morning routine can also be a powerful tool. After your invocation and moments of gratitude, speak out loud affirmations that reinforce your faith. Phrases such as, "I am enveloped in God's light," "I carry peace within me," and "I am protected by divine grace," serve as declarations of truth. By voicing these affirmations, you manifest the reality of God's presence in your life, empowering yourself to navigate the day with confidence and serenity. These affirmations not only establish a positive mindset, but also create a spiritual shield against negativity and fear. Engaging in a brief period of meditation or reflection enhances the effectiveness of your morning prayer. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and visualize God's light surrounding you. Imagine this light penetrating every aspect of your life, illuminating your path and dispelling any darkness. As you meditate, focus on the peace that comes from knowing you are under God's protection. Allow this sense of tranquility to wash over you, filling any anxious spaces within your heart. This practice can be particularly beneficial during times of uncertainty, helping you to remain anchored in faith. As you move through your day, consciously carry the essence of your morning prayer with you. When challenges arise, remind yourself of the peace and protection you invoked in the morning. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and recenter, allowing God's light to illuminate your thoughts and actions. Whether you are facing a difficult conversation at work or navigating personal challenges, remember that you are not alone. God's light and peace accompany you, guiding your decisions and interactions. Moreover, extend this light and peace to others. Acts of kindness, compassion, and understanding can serve as tangible expressions of the blessings you have received. A simple smile, a word of encouragement, or helping a neighbor can create ripples of positivity in the lives of those around you. When you embody the light of God, you not only protect yourself, but also become a source of protection and peace for others. This interconnectedness amplifies the prayer's power, creating a community of shared faith and support. Consider making this morning prayer a family affair. Encourage your loved ones to join you in this sacred time. Create a family ritual where each person shares their intentions for the day, their hopes, and what they are grateful for. This collective practice fosters a sense of unity and shared purpose, allowing God's light to shine brightly within your home. The power of communal prayer can strengthen bonds and cultivate an environment filled with peace and protection. As the day draws to a close, take a moment to reflect back on your morning prayer. Acknowledge how God's light guided you, how peace sustained you, and how protection was evident in various moments throughout your day. This reflection reinforces the significance of your morning ritual and cultivates a deeper awareness of God's presence in your life. In closing, dedicating each morning to a prayer that invites God's light, peace, and protection is an act of profound significance. It transforms the mundane into the sacred, allowing us to walk through life with assurance and hope. By integrating intentional practices, affirmations, and gratitude into our mornings, we create a foundation that supports us throughout the day. As we carry the essence of this morning prayer into every interaction and decision, we embody the divine presence that watches over us. Let us embrace the promise that each day is covered with God's light, peace, and protection, making our lives a testament to His grace and love. A morning prayer that covers you with God's light, peace, and protection is not just a phrase, it is a transformative journey that shapes our reality.